Hey guys, YouTube War 100 here. Alright, and now, like I said I was going to do in my last video, now for this video, like I said, this is going to be a review of the inaugural Hell in a Cell match between Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. Now, I know that if you did see my last video, I said that I would actually be making the video like yesterday. Yesterday was the 5th, which marked the 25th anniversary of this match. Yeah, I said I was gonna do it yesterday, but yeah, the reason why I didn't do it yesterday was just because yesterday I had like a very rough day at work, and when I was done, I was just like so exhausted and worn out, and I just really did not have the energy to make this video yesterday. So I am making it like a day late. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I still did want to talk about it in honor of the 25th anniversary of the match now yesterday. And so here I am to now make the review. Yeah. So I decided just to review like just the match itself and not like the entire Bad Blood 1997 event because Bad Blood 1997, which was the event that this match was at. Bad Blood 97. It really was honestly not a very good show. Like I really didn't really want to just like watch like a terrible show just for like this one match. So yeah, I didn't really want to make a review for the whole thing. I just really want to review this match. Yeah, because like I said, Bad Blood '97. It was honestly a pretty bad show, to be honest. Outside of this match, and I like pretty much like the entire undercard of the show really was just like really just like really terrible, to be honest. Like I'll just go over like the matches on the undercard real quick. You had like a Legion of Doom versus the Nation of Domination, which that was a pretty bad match. I had like Max Mini and Nova versus Tarantula and uh, Mosaic, which wasn't really that good. You had the tag titles on the line with the Headbangers defending against the Godwins, which was a bad match. And you had the the finals for the tournament for the vacant Intercontinental Championship with Owen Hart and Farouk, which wasn't that good either. You had Los Boricuas versus Disciples of Apocalypse, which sucked. Then you had Bret Hart and the British Bulldog versus Vader and the Patriot and a flag match, which I guess was like a solid match, but not really anything like that spectacular either. Yeah. And then you had this match as the main event, and this really was pretty much like the really just like the one real like a great match from the show. Yeah, this is really like the only match from that show that really does stand out and is really like the only like truly great thing that the show really does have. Yeah, so I really didn't want to talk about the entire show, so I really just wanted to keep it to this match. And also like while I'm talking about like Bad Blood 1997, I just find it like really strange because why was like a bad spelled with two D's for this event? Like, why did they have like a bad in Bad Blood be spelled BADD? Like is that supposed to like mean something? And like, why did they spell bad like that? Like, at least like with the 2003 and 2004 Bad Blood events, like they spelled bad correctly with just one D, but why was it spelled with two D's here? Yeah, I don't know. And so I just find that really, really odd. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, okay. So so I really just like wanted to talk about this match, and I mean, like everybody has said, like this really is like a truly great match. I mean, now there are people like that really do like still regard this match to really be the greatest Hell in a Cell match of all time. I still do prefer the Undertaker Mankind Hell in a Cell match over this one. But this still was like a pretty great match. Like the story for this match really was just like a really like huge. I mean, yeah, this match really did have like a couple of months worth of a storyline to it between the Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. It really did start at like a SummerSlam that year because, of course, like at SummerSlam that year when the Undertaker defended the WWF title against Bret Hart with Shawn Michaels as the guest referee, you had the controversial finish where like Shawn Michaels attempted to like hit Bret Hart with a steel chair, but Bret Hart ducked, and Shawn Michaels accidentally hit Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels was forced to make the 3 count. So Shawn Michaels ended up costing Undertaker the WWF title. Yeah. And following that, like, despite the fact that it was an accident, Shawn Michaels just like refused to apologize for it. Yeah. So then, yeah, like the Undertaker then really did start to really go after Shawn Michaels, and it really did lead to like a rivalry between the two of them. Yeah. And they did like have a match like the previous month at what was it they had like their match at Ground Zero. Well, I think that was what it was called. Yeah. But yeah, but yeah, that match really just like really ended in just like utter chaos, and there was like no like actual winner declared for it. And so then they decided to like have a rematch between the Undertaker and Shawn Michaels at this event. And of course, like this was the very first ever Hell in a Cell match. Yeah. So yeah. So it's interesting how like Shawn Michaels was like competed in 3 firsts in WWF history. Like Shawn Michaels competed in like the very first ladder match, competed in the very first Elimination Chamber match at Survivor Series 2002, and of course he competed here in the very first Hell in a Cell. So it's interesting how like Shawn Michaels competed in 3 first matches of a kind in the WWF for WWE. Yeah. And yeah, and like I really did, like I said, like this really is just like a real great match. Like it is still regarded by some to be the greatest Hell in a Cell match of all time. That's not how I feel, but yeah, I'm not gonna deny. Yeah, it is still like a really great match. Yeah. So yeah, so going into this match, I really don't like. I'm sure like a lot of people really didn't really know like what to expect from it, and I really don't think even the WWF really didn't know really how it was going to turn out and how it really would like resonate with people. Because yeah, this really was a new match type, so yeah, they really were like really like marketing this match being like very different from a cage where like there would be like no escaping and no place to go and all this stuff, and the combatants would like end up like being like trapped inside. Yeah, yeah. So really, just yeah. So I'm real sure like the WWF really didn't really know like how well this would really like turn out, and like really didn't know like what, and fans probably really didn't know what to really expect from it either. But yeah, Shawn Michaels and the Undertaker really did give like a tremendous first for a Hell in a Cell match. Like this match was just so freaking great. Like it had like the great storyline that I just talked about, and yeah, and even just like the stuff that happened in this match, it was just like so great. Like this match just had like a so many great moments throughout the match, which I will talk about in this review. But yeah, it was just like such a great match. It told a great story, and yeah, and truly was just like a great introduction for Hell in a Cell. It really did like set the standard tie for Hell in a Cell matches, and of course, like following this, like we would have like many other great Hell in a Cell matches as afterwards. And so yeah, so I just really don't know like what I can else I can really say about it. It is just really just like a tremendous Hell in a Cell match, and yeah, and at this time, like the Undertaker and Shawn Michaels really didn't have a lot of matches. I think this was just the second match they had. The first one, of course, being at Ground Zero the month before. So yeah, so this is before they had like a lot of the matches that are known now, such as like the casket match they had at Royal Rumble 1998. There are 2 WrestleMania matches, and so on and so forth. Yeah, but yeah, this is just like a really great match, and yeah, and really, I really do like see like why people really would see this as the greatest Hell in a Cell of all time. Yeah. So yeah, so I would probably give this match probably 4.5 stars out of 4. I think some people may think that I'm like kind of like underrating it in a sense, but yeah, I do think that 4.5 stars is still like a fair rating for the match. I really do think that it that is like a fit that is like the proper rating to really give this match. I mean, a lot of people do say that it is a 5 star match. I really don't see it as being a 5 star match. It didn't actually quite hit the 5 star level for me, but yeah, still a real great match. And I do give it a 4.5 star. So yeah, close to a 5 star rating, but yeah, I do like sit on the 4.5 star rating. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So let me just start talking about the match. So yeah. So of course, uh like the like Shawn Michaels at the time, like this was like when DX was just recently formed, and Shawn Michaels was the European champion at the time. Yeah, so like Shawn Michaels was accompanied down to the ring by like Triple H, China, and Rick Rude. Yeah, this was still like when Rick Rude was still like aligned with DX. Yeah, and then then like Shawn Michaels really like was really like just very timid to really like be locked inside the cell with Undertaker. So Shawn Michaels really like was trying to like get his way out of there, but yeah, the referee like ended up locking the cell door. So yeah, Shawn Michaels was just trapped inside with the Undertaker. Yeah, and once the match started, like Sergeant Slaughter, who of course was the commissioner at the time, like uh barred DX from ringside. Yeah. So Shawn Michaels like was alone for the match. Yeah. And yeah, for the first several minutes of this match, just it was really just Undertaker really just like beating up Shawn Michaels. Like Undertaker was just like beating the hell out of Shawn Michaels just all over the ring, and then eventually, then like it spilled to the outside of the ring where Undertaker was throwing Shawn Michaels into the cell. Yeah. So yeah. So this, of course, like being the inaugural Hell in a Cell, this like of course like did introduce the cell also being used as a weapon. Yeah. Yeah. Then there was like this one point where like a Shawn Michaels like was trying to counter a last ride by the Undertaker by like was it was on the outside of the ring. Shawn Michaels actually like grabbed the cell to like stop Undertaker from throwing him down. But then yeah, then Undertaker then just like turned around and just rammed Shawn Michaels into the corner of the cell. Yeah, yeah. And then eventually, then Shawn Michaels then did start to battle back. There was like this moment where like Shawn Michaels like dove like through the ropes to the Undertaker and driving him right into the cell. Yeah, Shawn Michaels like used like some weapons in the match, like a steel chair at one point. Then Shawn Michaels like used the steel steps on the Undertaker, and then at one point Shawn Michaels like pile drove the Undertaker onto the steel steps. Yeah, 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 and yeah. Then like Shawn Michaels then was like gaining the upper hand on the Undertaker inside of the ring. Yeah, yeah, then at one point, as the Undertaker was like caught to the ropes, like Shawn Michaels really was like just trying to like attack Undertaker some more. But then the Undertaker then eventually then like as Shawn Michaels like was like trying to jump out at the Undertaker or something, Undertaker then like just kicked Shawn Michaels in the face and which faced Shawn Michaels, and then eventually the Undertaker was able to like get out of the ropes. And then, as Shawn Michaels attempted to charge the Undertaker again, Undertaker then like threw Shawn Michaels overhead over the rope to the outside of the ring, and where Shawn Michaels then ended up falling down onto a cameraman. And yeah, and that ended up knocking the cameraman out. And then Shawn Michaels then like actually physically assaulted the cameraman. So yeah, yeah, that is something that this match is like known for, with the cameraman getting injured. Yeah. And yeah, and I guess like this was like another thing they wanted to really just like show like how dangerous and brutal the Hell in a Cell match really was gonna be. Yeah. Then as Shawn Michaels and the Undertaker were continuing to fight amongst each other, like then like some Sergeant Slaughter then like ran down to the ring again and then told the referee to open the door to get the cameraman out, and so then Earl Hebner then unlocked the door, and then Sergeant Slaughter went inside to get the cameraman out. But as the door was open, and Shawn Michaels then like tried to make a break for it, and Shawn Michaels ended up getting out of the door, but outside of the cell. But then then the Undertaker, and then of course like went after Shawn Michaels and just attacked him some more. Then Undertaker ended up like catapulting Shawn Michaels into the cell again, and that ended up busting Shawn Michaels open. Yeah. Then the Undertaker then just continued to beat down Shawn Michaels, and then Shawn Michaels then like was trying to get away from the Undertaker by like climbing to the top of the cell, but then Undertaker of course like went after Shawn Michaels, and then they then were fighting on top of the cell. Shawn Michaels tried to go for a pile driver on the Undertaker on the cell, but Undertaker countered it, and Shawn Michaels ended up like being slammed onto the cell. Yeah. Yeah. Then Undertaker was just like continuing to beat Shawn Michaels up on top of the cell, and then eventually like Undertaker like got Shawn Michaels like teetering toward the edge of the cell. Yeah. Then Shawn Michaels attempted to get away by trying to climb down the cell. Then the Undertaker then just ended up like stomping on Shawn Michaels' hands, and then Shawn Michaels then just ended up falling off of the cell through one of the announce tables. Yeah. Yeah. Then eventually, Undertaker got Shawn Michaels back inside of the cell. Yeah. And then the Undertaker then was just like going in for the kill to finish Shawn Michaels. Undertaker then uh got a steel chair and then just like nailed a brutal shot onto Shawn Michaels with the chair. Yeah. And then as the Undertaker looked like he was going to go for the finish, then we got the big moment with the lights going out, and then we saw the debut of Kane. Yeah, this was like during the time where like Paul Bearer was just like telling the Undertaker that his brother Kane was coming. This was when Kane debuted alongside Paul Bearer. Yeah. And of course, like we have like the memorable line from Vince McMahon on commentary. That's gotta be Kane. That's gotta be Kane. Yeah. And Kane debuted in a true monstrous way. Kane just broke into the cell, just ripped the door off, then just took out the referee, and then Kane just stood face to face with the Undertaker, and Undertaker was just like in total shock. Then Kane then attacked the Undertaker and gave him a tombstone. Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny like how Kane like had Undertaker in the tombstone position, and Kane like turned a couple of times before he finally did tombstone the Undertaker. I found that kind of funny. Yeah. Then after that, then Paul Bearer like revived the referee, and Kane and Paul Bearer ended up leaving. Yeah. Then Shawn Michaels like just battered and bloody then was able to actually cover the Undertaker, and then Earl Hebner then made the count 1, 2, 3, and so then Shawn Michaels was declared the winner. So Shawn Michaels was the winner of the very first Hell in a Cell match. Yeah, yeah, and of course, like this would lead to the feud between Undertaker and Kane, and for the next several months. Of course, like we had like the all the stuff with like Kane wanting to fight the Undertaker, Undertaker refusing to do it, but then Kane cost Undertaker the casket match against Shawn Michaels at the Royal Rumble, set the casket on fire. Then it would lead to their match at WrestleMania 14. Yeah. And of course, like for Shawn Michaels winning this match, Shawn Michaels would become the number one contender to the WWF title at Survivor Series against Bret Hart. Yeah. So the match really just had a great story, a bunch of great moments, a great debut from Kane. I mean, this match just had like so many great moments throughout it. So yeah. Like I said, like it really is like a truly great match and a great introduction for the Hell in a Cell match. This was just this really did like set the bar high for Hell in a Cell matches, and like I said, we would see many more great Hell in a Cell matches following this one. Of course, like with like the one with Undertaker and Mankind, and Triple H and Cactus Jack, Armageddon Hell in a Cell, Brock Lesnar and Undertaker, Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and yeah, and others as well. Yeah, so yeah, so this really was just a great eight debut for the Hell in a Cell, and yeah, and just a great match overall. So yeah, so like I said, I'd give this match 4.5 stars out of 5. Yeah, truly a great match. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that a lot of you, probably pretty much all of you, have seen this match. But if by some chance that you haven't seen the match, definitely give it a watch. This is just like such a great match with a great story and just a bunch of great moments throughout it. So yeah, so if you haven't seen it by some chance, definitely give it a watch. All right, so yeah, so I guess that's the best way I can talk about it. All right, so I guess that's all I have to say. All right, so yeah, so that does it for my review of the inaugural Hell in a Cell match between Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker at Bad Blood 1997. So I hope you guys did enjoy this review. Yeah, I apologize for making it like a day late from after its official 25th anniversary, but yeah, just like I said, was just didn't have the energy to make this review yesterday. But yeah, but I hope you guys did enjoy this review. All right. So yeah, so thanks for watching this review, and yeah, and stay tuned for the more stuff I've got coming. Like I said at the end of my last review, I do have some other stuff planned throughout the month. Like I'm still going to talk about that Tekken series on Netflix. Like I said, I was going to do before. Yeah, and I'll be talking about the new Halloween movie that's coming out this month. Yeah, and I've got something planned for Halloween this year too. So yeah, so I got some more stuff coming throughout the month. So stay tuned for more. All right, but yeah, but I hope you guys did enjoy this review. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.